Bantamweight bout now. It was supposed to be a flyweight fight last week. Lucas Rocha comes in like 4 or 5 pounds over. So now we're fighting at bantamweight. Lucas Rocha coming in at -130. Davi Bittencourt coming in at -100, even money. I believe that was about the line that it was last week. I think maybe Rocha was a smaller favorite. But either way, we're getting a similar line here, just at a different weight. 28 years of age for Bittencourt, 23 years of age for Lucas Rocha. We broke him down last week. So we got a pretty good read on him now. 16-1 for Rocha, 14-3 for Bittencourt. And should be a good scrap. I'm interested to see how this changes things at 135. Because Bittencourt is 5'4", Lucas Rocha 5'2". I'm like, why did you miss weight by that bad? You know, like you're somewhat of a smaller guy, 23 years of age, 17 fights on his record. So I mean, he's pretty experienced for being that young. The way we broke it down last week is like we were scared of Bittencourt's submission game because he's got the ability to do that, and he's gotten a good amount of wins by submission. He's on a good win streak for himself, 10 wins in a row. Lucas Rocha, more of a striker. And as the fight goes on, seems like he's able to put a pace on you in the later rounds and put together a lot of combinations. So if Bittencourt does go out and impose the grappling game, I like it for him. But if Rocha can stuff takedowns and kind of wear on him as the fight goes on, I like it for him. So I'm kind of torn on this one. Last week, I was probably going to put in a bet on Bittencourt. But now with the weight miss, I'm like, Bittencourt had to cut all the way down to 125. And then he's going to have to come in at 135 now. Rocha didn't have to cut down to 125. Now he's going to be maybe a little bit bigger. So I'm kind of a little sketched out now. What are you thinking?
Yeah, it's really weird. Like Lucas Rocha, a guy that has fought at flyweight, but it's even fought even a step further down at 115, like 115 pounds, and he's 5'2". How in the hell did he miss weight at flyweight? And going up to bantamweight, like that's a big difference for a guy who's 5'2" and has fought at 115 and 125 a lot. Like I don't know. That makes me a little bit nervous for him here, especially against a guy who wants to grapple and who's going to be stronger and look for submissions. Like Rocha should be better on the feet. He should be faster, and he should have probably a better gas tank and better volume. But you add those extra pounds on, that's a less of a weight cut for Bittencourt. Maybe Rocha being that small of a guy, he didn't make 125 because there's an injury or something, but he's got to fight and take this opportunity because it's the Contender Series trying to get to the UFC. So there's a lot of factors here that are a little weird. I don't know what to exactly think of it. Like maybe Rocha comes in here and he hasn't had to cut any weight at all, and he looks really, really good at 135. But being 5'2", going up against the guy in Bittencourt who probably had to cut a little bit down to get to 135, I lean Bittencourt for that reason, especially with the style. I think Bittencourt can at least win that first round, and from there, I think we'll have a better idea how the rest of this fight's going to go. But one play I kind of lean to here is the under 2.5. It's at -115. Both guys have finishing ability. You look at Rocha, 9 KOs, 4 submissions, only 3 decisions on his record. And then Bittencourt seems like he's just kind of submitting everybody. And I think there's a chance, too, if he expends a lot of energy early in the fight, I think Rocha could kind of, put that pace and break him in the second. So I think either way, both guys have a good chance to finish this fight. And I really do like that under 2.5. For the pick, I think I have to take Bittencourt just because of all the factors going into it. 5'2", 135, and you struggled to make weight the last time. I just didn't really sit right with me. So I'm going to lean Davi Bittencourt here.
Yeah, I like that under 2.5 too. For the pick, I'm going to go with Bittencourt as well. I think maybe having to wait another week, maybe lights a little fire under him. Maybe comes in with some animosity. Be like, come on, man, like. We're supposed to fight last week. Now I got to cut weight again. I'm going to go with Bittencourt. I think he's got more ways to win in this one. Could mix in the wrestling, but even on the feet, I think he can handle Rocha for the most part. I do think Rocha has a little bit better volume. Bittencourt hits pretty hard. He's been finished a few times on the ground, been knocked out once. Bittencourt has. Rocha's been knocked out once. So both guys are able to get finished. I like that under now that you say it even more. But Bittencourt will be the pick for me. Stay tuned for the bets, though, as I said earlier. But, yeah, those are the picks.